Good morning. Saturday. Ready to do another little chit chat chiroo. Talk about diabetes. Diabetes. Someone's offended because I said diabetes. Talk about diabetes with Jean-Cel Gourcon. Oh, the bus outside's making lots of noise. How dare they? I'm about to give some knowledge and some wise words of John-Cellism wisdom. So, what I want to talk about today is how we can feel inferior when living with a health condition and how it can affect confidence, which is never good. So recently I've been incredibly stressed. I've got a lot going on in my life and it's been incredibly hard dealing with a lot of stress upstairs, and sometimes you try and blame others for the way you're feeling rather than going, do you know what? I can sort this myself. Outside influence isn't helping, but how can I deal with it so my body doesn't feel like absolute turd? And with type 1, your immune system gets wrecked a lot of the time. It takes longer to heal. Your mind is all over the shop all the time, and you just think, you do. And I've done this sometimes, not all the time. It's very rare I do this, but you will go, why me? Why have I got to live with this fucking condition? Why have I got to have this problem in my life? And it gets worse, and you sort of like build a problem which is about that big at that time into something which is like massive. It's actually bigger than an Only Way is Essex, bootylicious, just being seen to in Turkey, bumhole, special plastic surgery, padang. Yeah, I just wobbled there, but it's true. What I mean is you make the problem very big, very big. And the thing is, it's small fry. You've got to assess the situation. So what I do, what helps me, is I write a little journal. I write down all my stresses. I write down the pros, the cons of situations, and we see how it goes. But you can only take each little problem, look at it, and then move on to the next. But not a problem. Look at it as a positive. We have negative thoughts in our mind a lot of the time, and negativity seems to breed more negativity. Positivity breeds more positivity. So what I find with my type 1 is when I'm having a hard time and I'm feeling like absolute poo-poo, do poo-poo, I just think, do you know what? How can we look at this? What am I doing wrong? Yeah, okay, I've got high blood sugar. Why have I got high blood sugar? Yeah, I've eaten a lot of poop. I haven't eaten correctly. My fault, no one else's fault. I'm ill, I've got a cold, for example. My blood sugars are through the roof, again. Who can I blame? It's not my fault, but all I can do is just be patient, take my time, take small steps, but I can't blame anyone else. You know, if you're a young child and you've got your parents, yeah, of course, blame your parents, because it's fine. I still blame my dad now. Sorry, I feel like shit. Dad, fault, your fault, git. But no, it's harder for the younger generation when living with type 1, because not many people understand it. Friends don't understand it. And so this is the other thing. We can feel inferior when going out if you have a hypo, or you haven't had your insulin, your pump's playing occlusion mess up, and you're going, Jesus, and you're getting stressed and agitated. And people are like, well, why are they in the mood? God, just go home. Just inject yourself and all will be okay. It won't. So don't feel inferior. It's just the process and part of the journey that you face when living with type 1 diabetes. I hate seeing people feel down. I hate seeing people feel like they can't talk about it. And I know online, social media, you'll get people talk about it and they make it seem as if they can walk on water whilst having a hypo. Absolute bollocks. You'll fall in the water and more than likely drown. So the perfect picture that is painted by so many doesn't exist. It doesn't. We all have hard times. We all have bad days. Good times will come. Excuse me, I'm doing a chit chat here. Do you mind? Move on. How dare you? How dare you? So yeah, you move on. And it's all about finding confidence within. It's all about talking about things, finding a way to deal with it your way. It's just, how can I explain? I've never felt inferior when I've had bad hypos, and my dad, he's filmed them because I want people to see exactly how bad they can be and how they can get. Many people have tried to shy away from this, going, well, when you have a hypo, no, it can go very bad. You can have seizures. Your head does a little crash test dummy special. It's awful. But I've never felt inferior. If people see me like that, I'm like, this is me. deal with it. This is me, take it. If you don't like it, you just dust it off and you move on. It's easier said than done, I know. So I want fellow type 1s to realise that you've got nothing to feel inferior about. There's so many people around the world living with type 1. There's so many people that live with it that can't get to grips with it. I get that. But please, try and find a way to speak about it to a loved one, a nurse, a support carer, whoever, because, and this is the truth, if you don't look after yourself with type 1 diabetes, problems will happen where your eyes will go kaput, heart disease. There's so many things that are awful. 36 years, I've had, I think if you follow me for a while now, you know I've had a macular edema. I've, my postie, he's a legend. I've had issues at times with my pins and needles on my feet. And I'm an active person. My diet has been good, it's been bad. I've had a tough time this year. The past 3 years have been very tough. And it's just, you have to take account of yourself. Otherwise, later on down the line, you'll be facing problems. You go, Jesus, if only I'd done that. Don't have the mentality of if only I had done that, because it's too little too late. Take stock now. Mistakes will happen. It doesn't matter. You amend your ways, you move on positively. I just don't want you to feel inferior. You're positive. Get positive. Hold that head up high. If someone doesn't want to know about it, someone calls you a freak. Being a freak is bloody good, because being normal is so boring. Yes, type 1 diabetics, we can be freaks of nature. Who cares? I love it. Who isn't a freak in this world? Who isn't a nerd? Who isn't a geek? Who isn't a gimp? It doesn't matter. You are what you are. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of what you've set out into the world. You are this positive aura. If you're negative, change it. Negativity doesn't stay forever. It only stays forever if you wish to remain negative for the rest of your life. If you want to be positive for the rest of your life. And if someone goes, oh my God, they're positive. Yeah, good. Like attracts like. Don't feel inferior. You're having a tough time. Breathe in. Journal. I swear by it. I swear by journaling. Small steps each and every single day. I'm ranting and I'm going on a bit here, but I just don't want anyone to feel bad. I've had a tough time. I'm going through a tough time at the moment, but I feel better talking about it, cleansing my system within, talking to you about it. Any probs, drop me a message. Drop me a holla, y'all. I'm talking. See, actually, I'm going to check my blood sugar. Let's see what it is. 4.1, so it's going low, hence you can tell the way that I'm talking is just going into the danger zone. Right, love you. Good weekend, one and all.